Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in Dresden World 4 on the Nahverkehr Dresden route with the Siemens Vectron, which is my favorite train in Dresden World by a considerable margin. And we are taking this really gorgeous looking Deutsche Bahn I Am a Climate Hero livery with mixed freight from Riesa to Dresden. So a complete run of the route in this gorgeous looking train. Come on, signal, let us through. I've already got the train all set up, so all we'll have to do is just give the AFB some throttle, and then we can go. So as you can see, we are hauling mixed freight today. Cars, hoppers, tankers. Doesn't this have some functionality? Ramp is extended. Retracted. No, is that it? Come on. Don't tell me that's it. Yeah, it is. Ah, well. So right now the train is holding itself on the brakes. Everything is good to go. Right. All we have to do is wait. So we've got the voltage set, we've got the headlights, AFB. Wait a minute, I actually have to go in the settings here and actually increase the braking force because we are hauling a lot of cargo today. Come on, let us through. Alright. Whoops. Wrong button. That's the right button. Who's holding us up? I think it's a 146, I think. So you might have to wait a bit. Wow, there is a lot of freight going on in this area. There's a bloke from Roderau coming out of the yard there, and there's one heading toward the Riesa yard here. Wow. I've been looking forward to driving this really gorgeous locomotive on the channel for ages, so I think it's going to be a good video, I hope. Tell me in the comments whether you think it was a good video. Right now I'm just waffling. I'm trying to keep the just trying to keep the conversation alive until the signal turns green. Come on! Alright. Yeah, okay, good. Right, let's give it some juice. Let's give it 100% right off the bat. Hopefully it won't wheel slip, because the Vectron is very good at not wheel slipping. Yeah, here we go. We are off. Oh yeah, there he is. He's just leaving. Turn the power off. Because we still have a red signal coming up, which is annoying. The Vectron is by far the best train in Dresden World.
AFB.
Whoops.
AFB.
I just
AFB.
reset the reverser. Dang it.
AFB.
Right. Give it juice. Give it some welly. Okay. Any electrical point? Any manual points coming out of here? No. Oh, there's a freight train. Don't know what he's up to. No, I'm not going to remove the train. That has caused crashes for me before. And for me, Dresden World very rarely crashes. Oh, it's looks like a BR-185 MRCE. So we're just going to cruise through Riesa here. Lots of freight on this route, even though it's supposed to be like this rapid transit commuter route. Like, if you're not at the either peak, if you're not at either peak time, it's virtually guaranteed you'll see a lot more freight um than what was it? Passenger services. Alright. Go. Cross the bridge. Out of Risa. Can't believe this one locomotive is hauling all of this cargo. Quite impressive, actually. And with a considerable amount of acceleration, too, the Vectron is a very powerful locomotive. Ah, we can go up to 120 now. Ugh, sorry about that. Excuse me. Oh, another red signal on the line. Who's it now? Oh, it's the useless passenger train that we have up in front of us. He's probably stopping us. Yes, he is. Dang it. We're going to be stuck behind him, aren't we? For how long? Yeah, for a considerable distance. Alright, let's get some dynamic brakes on. The dynamic brakes are rather ineffectual, but they do the job most of the time. Let's get the brakes on full service, because this locomotive, even with maximum brakes, does take quite a bit to stop. So come on, slow down. Please, slow down. Release the dynamic brake. Alright. Now to slow. Uh-oh. I think I can see the signal. It's right there! Full brakes. Once we get onto the bypass line, emergency. Come on, brake. Oh my word. Are we having to wait for this guy? This one. Alright. Dynamic brakes. Off. Put the brakes into... Oh! And of course the signal just has to turn green. As soon as... Alright. Alright. Come on. I don't envy the poor chap in this BR... Whoa. In this BR-185 here. He's had to wait for 2 consecutive trains so far. Come on. Release the brakes. Yeah, as I've said, the best part, I think the locomotive is the best locomotive in trains in the world. I think the only problem with it is that there is no modeled engine room, which I find a bit of a shame, as that is a function which has been pretty consistent on other locomotives and yet is inconsistent here. Come on. Power. Let's take a bit to get up to power with all of this, with this lot behind us. If you're wondering where you could get the Vectron is currently included with the deluxe edition of Train Sim World, and is intended mainly for running on the Nahverkehr Dresden to Risa route, which is what we're on now, but it also has playable surfaces on S-Bahn Vorarlberg, which is another Train Sim World 4 core route, and Schnellfahrstrecke Kassel to Würzburg, which is one of Train Sim World 3's main core routes, but one which I happen to have. Literally none of Dovetail Games' pre-release material talked about including this locomotive on Kassel to Würzburg. So that's a nice, relatively nice surprise. More playable services on that route. Oh, another MRCE. See what I mean about the massive amount of freight services during the day on this route? No, not again! Oh, what is it now? Oh, it's probably because of that go via thing. There's another. It's keeps stopping up ahead of us. Yeah, I do not want to provoke SIFA because if I don't hit the button on time, the emergency brakes will come on and it takes ages to get this thing back up and running again if SIFA gets you. Alright, I'm going to have to stop him. What? Alright. Close. Oh, yeah, it wants me to close the circuit breaker. Ah, there we go. Full dynamic brakes again. We tripped the circuit breaker. Dang it. SIFA. Let's give it some full service. Good old full service. On the brakes. Oh, signal has turned green. So now let's give it some power. Please, I really hope this annoying passenger train up ahead of us doesn't cause goes onto the slow line because of that goes onto the original line rather than the bypass line, because otherwise that would be extremely annoying. Creeks, platform 1, go via in 2 kilometers right. Apparently, this locomotive is capable of 200 kilometers an hour, as it says up here. And I've actually tried it out on the LGV Mediterranee route with hauling freight, and it actually was able to get up to 200 kilometers an hour and stay there while hauling containers. But you're not able to get it above 160 on any of the routes that it's intended for, like S-Bahn-Vorarlberg or Nahverkehr Dresden. However, finally we're getting up to a reasonable speed. What the hell does it be? Oh, that's the emergency stop. Okay. That's what existed. Charge. This is the button that we use if we get a penalty brake application. Like for, what was it? SIFA or LZB getting tripped. Alright, Weissig B. Grossenhain, platform 1 disused in 2.2 kilometers. Okay. So is that appalling passenger train up ahead of us? He is on the slow. He is on the slow line. Hopefully, we'll get routed onto the bypass line. We get to go up to 130. Old style signal box there. Not that that's needed anymore. Oh, oops, wrong button. We're now passing the New Creek's chemical plant. A lot of DVB BR 363 surfaces around there. Lots of shunting. Here's the disused platform. Looks really sad, actually. I hate disused stations. Alright, 33 kilometers to Dresden Meta. Yay, we're getting routed onto the bypass line. Perfect. Alright, so I'll actually put this up to 130 now. And then I can hit the confirm button as soon as we go over the limit. Yes, I know, thank you, driver assist. I wish I could turn that driver assist thing off, because it's a pain in the... Well, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, it's as I was saying, it's an absolute pain. It really just does... The system... the driver assist system is so buggy, and it'll tell you things. If you're a confident and experienced driver, you'll know what you're doing. And then the driver assist thing will keep popping up and say, do this, and you're like, I know what to do! Shut up! But there's no way to turn it off because the switch in the settings is buggy. And like, if we go have a look, if I go in, HUD gameplay, where is it? Measurement units, no. Track monitor, no. Notifications, could that be it? Default movement, crosshair visibility, show current speed limit. Do not want to show score. I don't care what score I get, I just care about having a great time and driving well. Okay. Okay, that didn't yeah, I think I just turned it off. But shut up, Sifa. Okay, 160 it is. Right. So now we start going up because there's some sort of... I think we have to get over this little spur line here. Oh yeah, we have to go over the Grossenhain branch. Wait a minute, is that the Grossenhain? Yes, it is. So we have to hop over the Grossenhain branch. Then we're going to go past Niederau. And then at Kostvig we'll join back onto the main line. Then come onto the branch from Dresden Airport, and then at Dresden Hauptbahnhof the service is terminated, and then presumably goes on to other parts of Europe. Really increasing speed here. Look at this. This locomotive has so much pull even at the higher speeds. Okay, here is where we go over to Grossenhain branch, and now we're onto a steeper grade. to an embankment. Oops. Yeah, there it is. There's the Rosenheim branch. Let's do a fly past shot. Oh. Okay. Wait, before I do that, Sifa off. Because otherwise, we'll never have a moment's peace. Right. Come on, let's get ahead of the Vectron. I don't care if this costs me a few score points, honestly. Okay, let's go and turn Sifa back on. We're going faster than most commuter trains in a freight locomotive. How crazy is this? Oh, 120 limit coming up. Uh-oh. Because of the dynamic brakes, I'll confirm now. Alright, full dynamic brakes. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I just messed up my settings. Haha! Accessibility... no. Notifications... back on. Which is annoying, but... Whoa! Alright. Give it full service on the old brakes. Get to have like 2 minutes of 160km/h running, and then... Power! I don't want to slow down too much. Dang it. It's because of the sharp turn here. Yeah, look. The track wiggles around quite a lot. Through Dresden, Mita. I think our destination is somewhere around here, because the freight services go right past Dresden instead of stopping there. I think I have a love-hate relationship with Train Sim World. Like, the practices of Dovetail Games, the developer, they are so money hungry. Like, they released Train Sim World 4 just a year after Train Sim World 3. Like, releases like that should only be like once every 5 years, not once every year. And the core routes included and locos included with Train Sim World 4, except for the Vectron and Flying Scotsman, are, to put it lightly, BS. And I love playing Train Sim World, but also at the same time I'm like, why is Dovetail Games why are they always after cash grabs and stuff like that? And I know this will put off some of the Dovetail fanboys, to quote the train spotter from Tauranga, the New Zealand YouTuber, but I'm sticking to my guns here, and I'm just saying that Train Sim World is such a botched game. It's great in some respects, and terrible in other respects. Like, if I was in charge of Train Sim World, I would not have done the routes included with Train Sim World 4. In fact, there wouldn't even be a Train Sim World 4. The routes would just be included as a free upgrade to the game. But, however, the routes I would choose would be that core routes for Transit World, for me, would be, and I quote here, a quote here from my massive brain. The first route would be in Japan, and I know that puts off some people, but I don't care. Japan is one of the most underrated train-centric countries on the planet. Like, the route I would do, this would only be known to a few Japanese rail fans. To the rest of you, it will sound like complete gibberish. Shin Osaka, and Osaka Umeda to the Hankyu line to Kyoto Kawaramachi from Osaka Umeda, the Tokaido Main Line from Osaka to Maibara to Nagoya, and then the Shinkansen, including the Zero Series Shinkansen, the original high-speed train, like the original, from Shin Osaka to Nagoya. That would be my Japanese route. That would be included as a core part of the game. For my American route, I would have an massively upgraded with more locomotives, New York Penn to Philadelphia, and not including the appalling New York Penn to Trent section that is already in the game. It would have some reused locomotives for previous routes, yes, and it would have the Acela. The Acela is my favorite American train. And then in Britain, it would be an extended, revamped, and modernized version of the Great Western Express route, which is, so it would be from London Paddington to Didcot Parkway no, not Didcot Parkway. Cut that out. London Paddington to Swindon via Reading and Didcot Parkway, and also the branch up to Oxford. I know. As rolling stock would be included. Oh, and also the branches up to Marlow and Henley. The Marlow branch I've ridden on countless times, and I love it, and I'm really angry that Dovetail Games did not include it in their original Great Western Express route. But anyway, the rolling stock on this route would be for Great Western Railway side of things, it would be Great Western Railway Class 800 and 802? I'm not really familiar with the Hitachi IET family. Then also the Great Western Railway Class 387. Not 387. Yeah, 387. As a port over from the London commuter route, but this time running on AC and in Great Western Railway colours and interior. There would also be the Great Western Railway Class 166 and 165, both variants, on running the Marlow and Henley surfaces, and also some of the surfaces in Oxford, up to Oxford. What else? Yeah, and then also for the Elizabeth Line surfaces, the Elizabeth Line Class 345 Vectron, which I've ridden on. It is a very nice train. It's one of my personal favorites. for freight side of things, a reskin of the already included EWS Class 66, but this time reskinned in Great British Rail Freight blue and yellow colors. Yeah, and then for Germany, what would I have? What route would I have? Probably a the U2 line on Berlin's S-Bahn, because I love the U2 song at Zoo Station. Tell me I'm an idiot in the comments if you want to, but that's the route I would have. Oh gosh. Yeah, so that would be the routes I'd have in Train to World. Oh, and I forgot to mention, for the Japanese route, from not only that, but I'd also have the Takayama line. So, Takayama line, rural line. It's a rural line winding up through the mountains of Japan. Really gorgeous line, written on it in real life. And it would be from I'd have the Takayama line included with the route from, what was it, Maibara to Minami Otari and Gojo, and included would be a local diesel freight train, a local diesel commuter train, which I'm not sure what class it is. But also, what would be included is the brand new hybrid Japan Rail Central HC85 series diesel hybrid commuter train. Not commuter train, express train. One of the most comfortable trains I have ever ridden by a considerable margin. One of the greatest trains I've ever ridden. Like riding in third class on one of those trains feels like you're riding on first class on the Flying Scotsman. Say that what you will in the comments. I'm always welcome to all comments. Apart from the ones from my brother, who's always annoying. Yep. So that's all I have to say. And under my leadership, Dovetail Games would make sure that the lines were done properly and with proper respect to the source material. Yeah, I know it doesn't do any good to try to convince Dovetail Games of its flaws. Like, it's impossible. You can't do it. Let's put the brakes on. Service, please. Don't want to put on the emergency brakes because then I'll have a penalty brake application or something and I won't be able to release it until I fully stop. Come on, full dynamic brakes as well. Come on, I need to stop. Come on! Come on, stop. Stop. Come on, get down to 80. Come on, quickly. Shut up, Sifa. Alright, come on. Alright, Dresden meter in 2.4 kilometers. I think that's enough of my ranting. I think that's enough ranting for now. Yeah, I know it does no good to rant about Dovetail Games. They've been doing these business practices for the past decade or so. They used to be a pretty good games developer, and now, even back in the Train Simulator Classic days, it was apparent that they were not good in some respects. Like, apparently, take, for example, I think, I can't remember, Dovetail Games, a while back, for one of their routes, I forget which route, in Train Simulator Classic, made a Class 301 electric multiple unit. And you'll probably have lots of fun in the comments telling me how it's a completely different class and I've got it all wrong. Fine. I'm not really acquainted with this locomotive. But, apparently they mucked it up so badly that it's basically unplayable without the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack. And which makes it all the more surprising that Armstrong Powerhouse took that off sale a couple of years back. Yeah. I don't have Train Simulator Classic myself, just Train Sim World. I'm just going by hearsay here. 60 limit coming up. Slow down early. Coming into Dresden. It's actually not too bad scenery. Actually looks really nice. I don't know what that is. Some sort of like maybe? Right. Here's Dresden. I forget the name of this station. But yeah, there's only one sign. And okay. Stop at location in 2.1 kilometers as indicated. Okay. So where is it? Oh, yep. We bypass Dresden Hauptbahnhof and stop just past it. And then the train will continue on as AI and off the map toward Eastern Europe. Another route, which would be really nice for Train Sim World, is one of those Swiss rack and pinion routes, which go look one up yourself. It's incredibly interesting. But please, Rivet Games, if you're listening, do not make this route. Rivet Games, you are a terrible developer, and You've mucked up all of the Swiss routes and other routes that you've made so far. Just saying. Don't make a rack and pinion route because you'll muck it up like you did the Arosa line. Just look at the scenery from the Arosa line and you'll know what I mean. There's Dresden Hauptbahnhof, but we're just sailing straight past. Yeah, start getting some dynamic brakes on, because we do have red signal and stopping location coming up. Dynamic brakes slowing us nicely. Alright, I'm getting fed up with Sifa here. Shut up, Sifa. Right. Finally. Some decent quiet. Bypassing Dresden. Let's get our speed down to 20. Because the Vectron, even on maximum brakes, does take a while to stop or slow down. Here we go, coming out the other side of Dresden. Just a couple of lone locomotives waiting there. Oh. Alright, we have a yellow. Turn AFB off.
AFB.
Right. Oh, by the way, if anyone in the comments can tell me exactly how LZB and PZB work, I'd be greatly appreciative of that, because I have absolutely no idea how they work, even after almost a year, even after 7 months of playing Train Sim World. The service on the brakes, full dynamic brakes. Stop! Urgh. Okay, we're good. Oh, okay. Great run, actually. Okay. Just a gold medal, probably because of our speeding incidents. Return to free roam. Okay, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.